BlackRock lied. They did. They did. Back in 2018, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink was adamant none of their clients want crypto and they never would, so they didn't prepare. That was 5 to 6 years ago. Now maybe they were just being naive, or were they doing what Wall Street does best, lie and manipulate so they can take most of the profit? Because Robert Mitchnick slipped up in this interview here by stating that their clientele interest in crypto has been around for 6 to 7 years.
Well, we didn't just wake up one day and make that decision. I think that, you look at our journey, it goes back really now 6-7 years. The level of interest that we had from our client base that was consistent and enduring even through the bull and bear market cycles, we saw that very clear pattern that our clients were increasingly interested in this and increasingly frustrated by the availability of efficient, turnkey, convenient, secure exposure solutions with which to get into this space.
Don't your clients want crypto exposure?
No, I don't believe any client has sought out crypto exposure.
Really?
Yes.
But at some point they might. Do you need to be prepared?
I don't, at the moment, no.
I mean, this completely contradicts what Larry Fink stated back in 2018, but that is what Wall Street does best. And in all honesty, you'd be naive to think the lies stop there. The Bitcoin awakening, in the words of BlackRock active ETF guru, is now officially here thanks to the issuance of the Bitcoin ETFs. A wave of investors are diving into the world of crypto, many for the very first time their eyes have been opened. And evidently BlackRock haven't been shy about publicly supporting Bitcoin and its seemingly bright future. But this is just another brilliant deceptive move in their game of 4D chess. I'm not saying that Bitcoin ETFs are bad and they're not successful. They are. They're great, of course. But BlackRock isn't talking about the very crucial thing that I can bet everything I own. They are aware of this. It's the liquidity crisis created by the Bitcoin ETFs. Peter Schiff, the chief economist and global strategist at Euro-Pacific Asset Management, gives a crystal clear breakdown in this interview. Pay close attention.
And the speculators who bought these ETFs decide they don't want them anymore and they sell. Those ETFs have to take their Bitcoin and sell them into the spot market. There won't be enough liquidity to absorb that selling. The price is going to crash. And what's happened in prior Bitcoin crashes is all of a sudden the supply of Tether just increases. And Tether comes in, people come in and use Tether to buy up a bunch of Bitcoin. But when these ETFs get the sell orders from their customers who decide to get out of the trade, cut and run when they're down 20 or 30%, and they decide, I want out of this trade. And now BlackRock or all these companies have to go into the market and sell Bitcoin at the market that day to settle by the end of day in US dollars. No Tether. They can't send Tether to their customers. I think it's going to be the biggest crash we've ever seen in Bitcoin. The smart money has been selling their Bitcoin to these ETFs ever since they launched.
Without a reliable USD-backed stablecoin, Bitcoin ETFs and Bitcoin may not survive the next bear market. Now, with Robert Mitchnick being an ex-Ripple employee, and with Ripple's deep connections and partnerships with Bank of America, and Bank of America owns BlackRock, maybe Ripple's new stablecoin on the XRP ledger that will be backed by USD will be the solution, meaning therefore XRP is going to metaphorically rise out of the ashes like a phoenix and save us all. Especially now that regulations for crypto are finally starting to be enforced by Congress, as we can hear in this story on CNBC. Listen very closely.
Republican Senator Tom Tillis believes the crypto industry is in need of a light regulatory framework. In a Senate Banking Committee hearing yesterday, the lawmaker from North Carolina told Deputy Treasury Secretary Wally Adeyemo that he'd like to work with the agency to put clear rules in place ahead of the 2024 election.
The one thing I would tell people in the crypto or digital asset space that's saying, nothing to see here, everything's fine, they're wrong. There needs to be some light regulatory regimen put into place. Otherwise, there are risks.
Now, this is big news because as it stands, in the United States, there are only two assets with regulatory clarity, Bitcoin and XRP. So once these regulations are properly enforced and put into play, who do you think will profit the most? Because my money's on XRP, but let me know what you think down in the comments below.